Well, it's time to get the frame detached from the body. Got some stuff here to help out. Got 2 bolts in the front already broken. There's a spot in the middle on the archway, and I guess 2 bolts in the back. I'm probably gonna leave the bumper on in the back, depending how things go. If I gotta block it up, I'm gonna block it up underneath on each side, and just see what kind of happens. And honestly, because I don't know what's truly gonna happen. First time messing with a 58 Biscayne or 58 Chevy, so because I need to get this off the frame too next couple weeks. So not too worried about the rocker pans, because the floor is really no good. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to pop it off and jack it up, and well, jack it up, pop it off, and let's see what happens. Well, hopefully the bolts break like the front ones, but yeah, let's just see what happens now. Well, here we are underneath the Biscayne, looking at the X-frame more, and I got a lot more bolts. I got 1 set to take off, so there's 1, where is it? Yeah, like 2, 3. There's another one up in the front someplace, such as 4. So, and plus the ones that broke, which is 5. So the videos that I saw online, I guess they cut off some extras. I don't know why you do that, but I'm not going to, because this is going to have that big 454, and I'm going to have to really secure the living snot out of the back of this, because it's going to be a posi rear end. And also, I just now noticed this. That's my arm bracket for the bar. I'm gonna have to restructure that, rebuild it, because it looked like it just kind of peeled off a little. Yeah. So, and of course the gas tank is gone. I'm gonna get a custom gas tank built for this, and I probably will reroute the fuel pump, at least, because this is not gonna be like a super street car, but it's gonna have a lot of modernization done to it. So I gotta take the bumper off, the back bumper, so that way once everything is detached from the body, then I can just block it up safely and soundly, and then let the frame drop, and then just gonna drag it out. So yeah, this is gonna be fun to do. I've also run out of daylight today because I had to do some other things. Dragged out the A-frame, which all of you will see sometime in the near future, with some yanking out some cabs and some engines. But yeah, I mean, it's this is a whole huge learning experience, because I've never worked on an A-frame before, or an X-frame. Got that stupid A-frame on my mind, but no, the X-frame, because I want to make sure that this is secured and safe, because when this is all said and done with that 454, I might put 2 4s on it. I'm not sure just yet. With the 4-speed, think about like some sort of a Munchie. I think that's what they call them, the Munchie 4-speed transmissions. And then pair it up with a 9-inch. So, and I got a 9-inch over there. It's off a 68 Cougar, but I don't know if it'll be wide enough for this. Thinking about looking for a Galaxy or something, unless if I could find another rear end like the 58 Fairlane, because that's a big old 9-inch. Now if I could find another rear end like that, I'll slap it on this, no problem. But yeah, well, like I said, I've run out of stuff out of time to do stuff, so tomorrow will be another day, and I'll tackle the rear bumper, then the body bolts, and get this thing up, and then yank the frame out and work on the frame in the car next year. And just want to get stuff ready and situated. Just wish I had that floor jack. But anyways, enough gabbing. Yeah. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Oh, back bumper's off. I had to cut the brackets because they're all no good, which is a shame. But then I gotta finish cutting this because when I drop it and everything, there's gonna be a block right here on each side, at least blocked up. So that way when I pull the frame, it won't catch on nothing. And there's 12 bolts holding this X-frame onto this body. Yeah, because there's some hidden in the back right here. It's just, it's interesting how many bolts they put on this car. And my back deal right here is kind of messed up, so I'm gonna have to cut that out once I get to start doing some framework and put a new one in, something a little bit more sturdier. Because I may have to restructure some stuff on the frame. Nothing big deal. The frame's not rotten in any way, shape, or form, but there's some work to be had. And of course, along with I was looking at the underneath the car more of the support rails that goes onto the frame and all that. That's easy stuff to do. Once I do the floorboards, you know, measure stuff out, you know, just weld some new ones on, weld some better ones on. But already, yeah, guys. Also seeing some stuff here too. Corner rot. Yeah. Interesting how they have that, because that's also a bracket that goes to the bumper. Because you got that. Had one right here, then you got the main one. Goes onto the frame. Yeah. All bumper brackets are shot, so I'll get some custom ones made when the time comes. Because I also need to get some tow hooks spots made, you know, some longer bolts for tow hooks in the back and the front. So as all of our vehicles are going to have tow hooks. So, well, I want to get back to loosening up the bolts on the frame. I got this side done, left side's done. Now I just need to get the right side. So yeah, enough gabbing, back to work. All right, everybody, wind sound warning. Wasn't blowing about 15 minutes ago, but she's partially off the frame now, as you probably saw from that short. Not sure when this video is going to be uploaded, probably sometime around the weekend. Yeah, jacked up on the frame in the back, lifted it up, hoisted it up on the body, blocked it up on both sides. Yeah, this is all I got. I'm still working on from the ground up. Lowered the frame down, set the body down on the blocks. Want to do the same thing on the other side once I get some stuff detached over right here. And then once I get it blocked up, I'm going to block it again in the back on both sides, kind of have an angle. So that way I can mess with the gas tank, get that off. I was going to do that the first time, but that giant roti, whatever it is in the way. So everything's going to be fine. Please don't worry. It's not the first time I've done this. It's just I'm just working with what I have until things get better. And people keep asking, where's our garage? Well, there it is. It's in shambles. Got to get one built. That's why I'm hoping things get going more here online, because this is pretty much my only way of living now. So other than that, yeah, which I have to see on how things go, because I've never really messed with a 58 Biscayne before, or a 58 Chevy car, because this was supposed to detach, and I kind of, you know, jacked it up on that side, you know, to kind of cheat my way to loosen some stuff on here, which it did. But now I need to try to yank that apart and see what happens, because yeah, once I get that done, jack it up. Oh, hi Crosby, what you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, she's always curious with me working on cars. She's pretty much our garage cat. She's partially wild, but anyways, yeah, enough gabbing, back to work, see what happens. Well, I'm losing daylight pretty fast. It's almost 2:30 p.m. This is how far I have gotten it. Not much, but the archways in the back on the frame, I'm trying to lift the body up as tall as I can, and those aren't cutting it too well, because I have to keep stacking stuff, and our floor jack's pretty much down for the count, and I think permanently, so we're gonna have to possibly get a new one. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed right now because I was wanting to get this out today in a video, you know, on you know, tomorrow on Thursday, but yeah, as you can see, it's gonna bump. It's gonna bump. So, I mean, it slid forward quite a bit, but again, it's not far enough because I want to get it out, and I want to get this frame at least placed over there in the yard for right now until I can get the rest of the vehicles placed over here, and then I'll position this over there at a spot to start stacking up frames alongside one another, well, at least on top of one another, because I'm going to put the 66 frame, well, not the 66, the 68, excuse me, because I'm going to put the 68 Galaxy frame on top of this for the winter, because next year I'm going to start working on all this. And hopefully I get to this next week, depending on what goes on. So, yeah. But, anywho, I'm just going to stop it right there for today. So, let's see what tomorrow brings.
There's a long board.
Say what? Oh, there's one on the other side. Here, let me grab it right here. Oh, okay.
Just in case I have to shove.
Yeah. I mean, she's not going anywhere, but safe and sorry, just in case. And she wants to get angry.
I'll keep it straight. Should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, she was angry coming off that frame. She did not want to be disturbed too much. So, alrighty. Alright, going. You're out. Okay.
That actually kind of seems like a scrawny frame for such a big car.
Wow, look at that. Well, let me, heck, let me just get the deal off right here. Okay. Well, the X-frame's out. I know there's one bad spot, yeah, which is right here that I saw, which needs to be rebuilt.
Find out more after you sandblast.
Yeah, I'll find out a heck of a lot more. Of course, this beam back here has been thoroughly damaged, so I'll have to replace that. And look at that wishbone. It's something in itself. Well, it's not too bad of a shape. Looks like that's some factory stuff right there. That's a very interesting frame for a big car. Supposedly 1 year only on this too. Well, so the next thing I need to do is drag this out of here. I'm gonna put this over by the 66, so that way it's out of the way, because I need to have room so that way we get the cab off of there next week. And then after that week, I'm gonna start hauling cars, but I want to multitask, because now it'll be the 58 Fairlane's turn, because I got a lot of bolts to grind off on that sucker. A lot of stuff to pick up. But after I get this down, well, after I get this dragged over, now I gotta get this down. Here, let me get my peg thing here so I can hold this here. Yeah, that's the right way, I suppose. It'll be fine as soon as it hurries up and tightens. There we go. All right. Now she ain't going anywhere, but she was pretty angry getting off the frame. Actually, hold on here before I crawl underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 bolts holding that body on. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah. I also need to find out something too. There's spacers on this side. One was higher than the other, so I got to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, I gotta get a more elaborate system. Yeah, something. I'm not quite sure. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I'll have to figure out how to reinforce this a little once I get that one. Well, once I get a 454 and a 4-speed, because this frame's gonna be all worked on. Slap the engine down and the 4-speed, everything, because this is gonna be a rolling chassis before it gets back onto this. But this, though, there's some issues, but simple issues. Yeah, because she isn't going anywhere now. I'm not gonna crawl underneath. Yeah, we got a, of course, typical rot. But right here, a support beam. Oh, there's a mud wasp nest. Yeah, going across. So I might as well put a brand new floor in this. There's supposedly kits out there in patterns, so they make them for Impalas, and I don't care. Yeah, you know, typical rot right there. Sadly, I hate it. I had to do that. I had to put the jack up right there, but that's an easy fix. So, big massive hole there. I'm definitely going to reinforce this car through and through, because I don't know how much I'm going to put horsepower in that 454, either 2 4s or a single 4. Haven't quite decided. I think it might have been this side, I can't remember now. But oh yeah, I gotta check the rails right here on each side, the body rails. There's a lot of stuff I really need to check. Of course, a lot of this right here. So it's pretty much the typical rot on a car. So, of course, a better, bigger gas tank, because that 454, once I get one, is gonna suck it. It's gonna really suck it. Yeah, this entire panel right here. I think this spot might be good. I have to get that elaborate system that we're gonna get, because I think this is probably the only decent spot right here. Of course, everything else has to be replaced, but at least a contour, because I have to measure this side, bang it all out, get the chrome off, because if our relatives open tomorrow on Friday, there's a lot of measuring I'm going to be doing on that Impala. Yeah. And there's going to be a whole video on it too, because as our ventures go along, when I teach ourselves, because I really don't know much about 58s, because this is a whole new learning experience, especially with that X-frame. People keep saying a Ford 9-inch, but I don't know much of anything on how to customize a Ford 9-inch to fit on something like that. So, but there's kits out there for it, and Buck still has quite a few 9-inch rear ends for us on reserve, so we just have to go out and pick one. Actually, I got to pick a couple, but yeah, I think they're out of Galaxies. But I got a, what year was that 9-inch that you gave me, that Cougar? Is that 68?
70.
Oh, it's a 70?
I think it was a 70.
I'm not sure, because 70's got the leaf springs.
You know what? I don't remember now.
Man, because that's a 9.
A long time.
Yeah, because I have to see if that'll actually fit on this too. Yeah, but
I know it's not a posi, it's a 9-inch, but
you know what? I don't think this thing's going anywhere. How I have it blocked. Rock on it a little. Oh no, she ain't going anywhere. I don't have to worry about nothing. No, so she could stay right there until I get a system made next year and put on a well.
You know what I'm surprised about is
Huh?
how much damage is over here in your Biscayne symbol.
Oh yeah, I know. I've always noticed that. I was
just looking at that.
Yeah, I gotta
think
take
that thing would have broken in 3 or 4 pieces.
I know. Well, these older Chevys, they're like Fords. They're built tough. But yeah, I might as well just replace the entire panel now. I'm looking at it since it's off the frame. So I'm eyeballing it more. And plus, too, we can get into this with more storage. Yeah, see, she ain't going anywhere. She'll be fine right here, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Being.
Yeah, because I could just do extra blocks underneath, too. And actually need to secure it more. Because there's a lot of ties over there. And plus, we got to grab a lot more ties. So I'll just block it up a little bit more in the front. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt that floorboard. But also too, this right here was giving me the most problems the other day. And of course I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to turn it into like a standard manual. But yeah, I'm not sure if this might be savable. But I want to look at some other cars too. I don't know if El Caminos will fit. I also have to look at some Cadillacs too.
I'd say, well, you can rebuild those.
Well, the teeth though right here is kind of...
We'll just have to tin it up and look at it.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know more about that stuff than I do. Because he's more into the drivetrain, engines and stuff, and I'm into auto body. Well, he knows all that stuff too. It's just... Yes, he just knows more about this stuff than I do. Yeah, so gosh, I'm not sure what else to show other than just she'll just have to stay right there for the time being. But yeah, the frame's off. I'll drag it over because next year of 2022 is going to be the year of frames. So, and he's finishing chopping up the Jaguar over there. So, anything else you want to add before?
Not really.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing dragged over there.
After I cut that up a little bit more, I'm gonna come over and start.
Yeah, because we gotta get that off because we got a lot more cars to grab, and gonna have to position that over because some people are wanting me to compare the 60 Fairlane with the 58 Fairlane before I get that disassembled.
Yeah, because the next 2 cars I want to pick up is the other Jaguar and that 62 Buick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he bought that Jaguar.
Yeah, I was dumb enough to sit down inside of it. So
yeah. And then also too, you got the 7 Mercury Marquis Braham and your 2 Plymouths.
Yeah, it's either 42 or 46.
Yeah. And then I got the 60 Fairlane, that Gran Torino, the parts car for the Cyclone GT, the parts car for the 70 Cougar, maybe, because I still got to do measurements on the roof, and then that 74 Bronco 4-speed XL 4x4, and some of the engines. Got to look for N-Line 300, Mercury 100, huh?
We gotta pick up that 440 too.
Yeah, I gotta get your 440 next month too for your 68 Barracuda. There's a lot of stuff happening, so slowly but steadily we're working on stuff. So I'll end this video there, get this dragged over, get this out of the way. I gotta grab the air compressor, do a few other odds and ends. So hope you all enjoyed this video. A lot more stuff to come, slowly at least, until the weather holds up. I still gotta tear the dashboards out. But anyways, y'all have a good out, take care and stay safe. See you later. Yeah, we got to. Could be worse. Could be worse. With this trailer, who knows anymore?